Hello there! Alongside the intriguing storyline of Darth Malgus, a new storyline has emerged, playing out simultaneously, a Mandalorian uprising led by Field Marshal Heta. In this video, we will be taking a closer look at what we know so far about this conflict among the Mandalorians. I'm Illeva, and welcome to another of my videos where we examine and discuss the lore surrounding the Old Republic era of the Star Wars universe. If you are a Star Wars fan, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're looking for more journeys through the Old Republic. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy your journey. In Game Update 6.2 Echoes of Oblivion, we not only got closure on the Emperor's chapter, but a new storyline was established as we're checking in with our ally Shea Vizla, aka Mandalore the Avenger, before heading off to save SWTOR. But Shea Vizla was known to us long before this. Shea gained a fierce reputation during the Great Galactic War, the conflict between the Galactic Republic and the re-emerged Sith Empire, as she participated in the Empire's assault on both Alderaan and the sacking of Coruscant alongside Darth Malgus, as seen in both cinematic trailers Hope and Deceived. After the war, she retired on Rishi and focused on her own clan, establishing her training ground on a small island called Trazen Island, where her clan could spar and hunt the wildlife. She supported the Revanites briefly, but withdrew her clan from the partnership as their motives of war came to light. However, she does join the fight against Revan himself. Shea also supported us during the war against Zakuul on Darvanas, now under the title Mandalore the Avenger, chosen to lead and uniting their forces after the previous Mandalore the Vindicated of Clan Lok was slain in battle. It was not all clans who agreed with the leadership, however, and some left the fold. After the war with Zakuul, Shea stayed a close ally to the commander, working with one of the Odessan advisors, Viz, against piracy, when we are introduced to Shea's trusted second-in-command, Ordo, of the famous clan of Kanderous Ordo from Knights of the Old Republic. Jakaya, his brother Ras, and his sister Layla, who passed away recently, gained notoriety in their fight to re-establish Mandalore the Preserver's legacy, even though they only managed to remove the stigma surrounding their name, which I will touch upon later. Jakaya in particular strived toward building a reputation among the Mandalorians as a skilled fighter, courageous leader, and a canny strategist. Jakaya informs us of clan grumbles, worse than usual. Members of the clans are unhappy about their position, calling it glorified couriers, and want new conflicts to fight, which they get when several of Shea's cargo ships holding very valuable relics are being attacked. The attackers are unknown, but Jakaya pleads for Mandalore to look closer to home. It does not take long for it to erupt into a Mandalorian Civil War, as Jakaya goes dog aboard Mandalore's flagship, the Spirit of Vengeance 2, and we are of course asked to support Shea in the same manner she supported us. We are joined by Jakaya's brother Ras as we board one of the ships tethered to the Spirit of Vengeance 2, named after the flagship of Mandalore the Vindicated from the Bounty Hunter storyline, and we quickly learn who these Splinter clans are. Clan Varad is not an unfamiliar name in Star Wars The Old Republic, and it is not the first time they break from Mandalorian leadership either. They are better known for being the main antagonists under the leadership of Mavericks Varad in the Mandalorian Raiders Flashpoint. Chieftain Mavericks Varad in particular had a bloodthirsty reputation, setting unreasonably high standards for his clansmen, so much so that Mandalore the Vindicated described him as a rancor foaming at the mouth, and Clan Varad saw themselves no longer welcome at the Mandalorian stronghold on Geonosis. According to Darth Malchus, Chieftain Varad had declared a Khan Gan, the search for battle, and they began raids on both Republic and Imperial colonies, which prompted both the Empire and the Republic to retaliate and send in the player to defeat Chieftain Varad. Clan Varad is now represented by Tyrus Brokenblade. You encountered the Darmanda on Mek-Shar in the form of Indigo, who led a band of gun runners who was less than impressed if you brought a Mandalorian companion along to talk to him. Darmanda means not being a Mandalorian, but not like an outsider, but of one who has lost their heritage and therefore their identity and soul. It is seen as something to dread among the traditional-minded Mandoad. Recruitment officer Bask's son led part of the Mek-Shar Darmanda in the attack on the Spirit of Vengeance without the knowledge of Indigo, or so he swore after Shea later visited his place and took out nearly half of his remaining clansmen. According to Sun, it was about the credits. He did not get involved in Mando politics, although he stayed chummy with the Field Marshal. The Ashad is not even completely unknown to us. Before the skirmish on Darvanas against the Sakul and Droid factory in the Knights of the Fallen Empire expansion, the surviving members of Clan Lok, under the leadership of Merely Lok, were dissatisfied with their new Mandalore's pursuit of battle against machines and droids, and chose to leave, well knowing they would be branded Darmanda. Merely Lok left on her own terms before they could be branded by, in her eyes, Sheburshin, a sycophant or butt-kisser, by becoming an Ashad, meaning someone else. But before becoming Ashad, Clan Lok was the adopted clan of the bounty hunter, if you so choose to join Mandalore the Vindicated at the start of Chapter 2 of the Bounty Hunter storyline. Clan Lok would later be discovered by Shea Vizla during the skirmishes on Onderon, where they had set camp at the king's invitation, as long as they would pay him tribute in the form of trophies from their hunt for honor in the wilderness. Shea asked Republic players to deal with this situation, although Imperial players can also kill Merely Lok on Onderon. The Ashad is represented by a new leader during the attack on the Spirit of Vengeance 2, named Dern Winward. They are, however, all led by an upstarter, Field Marshal Heta Cole, a fierce and decisive female Mandalorian. According to Knights of the Old Republic campaign guide, Field Marshal was a title used by the Neo-Crusaders during the Mandalorian Wars over 300 years prior, a movement within the Mandalorian Crusaders who relinquished their individuality in order to rely on each other for the sake of occupying their conquest and not just raid and move on. A marshal was placed in every battalion by Mandalore the Ultimate to command on his behalf, but was also expected to engage in combat alongside their fellow warriors. Against all odds, she united the three clans under her leadership, three clans who should be slitting each other's throats according to Vizla. Cole uses their motivation of glory, fortune and honor to accomplish their end goal, forcing them to rely on each other, stay committed in order to achieve what they want as individual clans. With confidence and conviction, we are confronted by Cole on the bridge of the Spirit of Vengeance 2, where she reveals this is about the Mandalorian legacy and revenge, claiming Shea Vizla has sold out the Mandalorians to the highest bidder. Unlike Varad, Darmanda, and Ashard, this is about something more to Cole, something personal. It is about proud Mandalorian traditions. She's after a specific relic aboard Mandalore's flagship, the Kadera banner, at which Cole flees as soon as she's received a victorious confirmation that it is in their possession. But why the Kadera banner? The Kadera clan was wiped out by the newly risen Mandalore the Vindicated during the Great Galactic War prior to the sacking of Coruscant, when Clan Kadera, Ordo, Itera, and Kelborn objected against Mandalore's plans of siding with the Empire. So an uprising led by Jakun Kadera was formed. The survivors of the Crusader Schism, mostly women and children, were welcomed back into the fold, but the Kadera clan never seemed to recover compared to the other clans, leaving the son of Jakun, Torian Kadera, feeling ashamed of his father and had to live with the stigma of being an Aurotal, traitor's blood, growing up. Jakun Kadera refused to serve the enemy his ancestors had opposed, the Sith. He wanted to follow the example of Mandalore the Preserver centuries prior, who supported the Republic. Mandalore the Preserver, better known as Kanderous Ordo, had fought both in the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil Wars. Kanderous was born on the planet Ordo during a prosperous time of Mandalorian technology during the Great Sith Wars. He was recruited by Mandalore the Ultimate to join the Neo-Crusaders as a commander, leading some of the Mandalorians' most aggressive assaults. He even was present at the final battle over Malachor V, but was lucky enough to be out of range of the mass shadow generator's pull. With the Mandalorians' defeat, Kanderous turned to mercenary work on Taris, where he was employed as an enforcer for exchange boss Davik Kang. He got bored of having no real challenges, so when he came across Revan and his companions, not knowing who he was, who also needed an escape from Taris, he took the opportunity to join them in stealing his boss's ship, the Ebon Hawk. Kanderous felt no shame in suffering defeat by the Republic, seeing them as worthy adversaries, mostly due to Revan's leadership and skills as a warrior and tactician, even more so when he found out he had been fighting alongside the Revan the entire time. It was also Kanderous Revan relied upon after the defeat of Darth Malak and the Starforge, when Revan began to regain his memories and had to seek out his past life, knowing something terrible was still out there lurking in the shadows. Kanderous accompanied Revan to Rekiad in search of the Mask of Mandalore, only to find the remaining Mandalorian clans, including Clan Ordo and Kanderous' wife, already there searching for the same. Revan gave the mask to Kanderous, revealing the fact that Mandalore the Ultimate had been manipulated by the Sith into invading the Republic, and that if the Sith would return, they would either destroy or manipulate the Mandalorians again to do their bidding. Kanderous swore to Revan to reunite the clans and stand with the Republic should the Sith ever return. And so he did. Kanderous returned to the Mandalorian outpost on Duxon to rebuild, when he came across another ghost from his past, Mitra Surik, Revan's general. He kept his promise to Revan by supporting the Republic's efforts on Onderon, as well as helping Mitra in her quest to destroy the Sith Triumvirate. Since the Echoes of Vengeance update, Shea Vizla left Jakaya Ordo in charge as she went on the pursuit of Heta Cole, sending back intel at which we had the opportunity to send a Kavi Spar, the Mandalorian companion with no ties to any major clans from the smuggler storyline, to investigate. In Game Update 6.3.2, Whispers in the Force, a Kavi returns with information. Cole's potential suppliers all point towards powerful trade houses along the Rimmer trade route, an important trade route interconnecting with both the Hydean Way and the Corellian trade spine, with many noteworthy planets such as Solist, Iriadu, and Elrud. Even Dagobah is found along this route, if you know where to look. Cole's group, the Hidden Chain, has been hitting colonies and transports in the area, leaving barely any trace. Akavi only managed to get any answers, although little, because she is Mandalorian. My final question is, who is in the wrong? Heta Cole or Shea Vizla? Manduad Drodigu. Mandalorians never forget. Thank you for taking the time to watch this far into the video. If you're looking for more of my videos discussing Old Republic lore, then check out my playlist of previous videos up in the top right corner. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on future videos that I have planned. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, then please consider giving it a thumbs up. It really does help me. And I would love to know in the comments what you think Heta Cole and the Hidden Chain are up to. Finally, I would like to thank my patrons for their continued support. If you would like to become a patron for as little as $1 a month, then links and more details can be found in the description down below.